Tracksmith is finally ready to unveil their first racing shoe, the Eliot Racer. And ahead of its debut, Tracksmith has invited media to learn about the shoe and also to test it in a race. So it's time to hop in a robot taxi and head to the airport. This is a runner's weekend in Miami, Florida.
Yo, what's going on? Just made it on location to Miami, Florida, here for a Tracksmith weekend. They're going to be unveiling a brand new shoe, something that I think we've all been hearing about for a long time, but haven't had a chance to see up close and personal. This weekend is the weekend. First, though, we got to go for a sunrise run. I'm here with Tommie. What's up, Tommie?
Hi.
Let's get some miles in. Just finished up with the run. Now let's get inside and meet up everyone for another run.
For this trip, Tracksmith assembled a pretty solid group of actual journalists: Runner's World, Outside Magazine, Men's Health, and a lot of freelance writers. And then of course there was me, Tommie, and Drew, who are more, I guess, new media. And the reason why we're all matching is because for this trip, Tracksmith had laid out a lot of their upcoming collections for us in our hotel rooms. And part of me feels like whenever this happens when I'm on a trip with a brand, I'm in a Bond movie where I've been captured by an evil billionaire who is now insisting that I change into some new clothes for dinner.
All right, guys, we're about halfway through this run. Turned around, heading back. Someone is definitely pushing the pace on this easy 5K. All right, 3 miles on the dot. It's getting hot out here. All right, feel so much better after that shower. I feel amazing right now, but I am starving and can't wait for some coffee. Let's get some breakfast.
After breakfast, we headed over to a conference room at the hotel to finally learn about the Tracksmith Racer. Tracksmith had the racer there for us to see and touch. They also had some of the prototypes that had been developed along the way to help tell the story of how the racer got to be what it is. They tested a variety of materials and carbon configurations until they came to a carbon fiber plate sandwiched between a drop-in ATPU midsole above and a P-Bax midsole chassis below the plate. And yes, there's a secret message on the bottom side of this drop-in midsole. The upper looks quite a bit like the Eliot Runner. The Tracksmith design language certainly carries over from that daily trainer to this race model, but the materials are thinner and lighter in the upper to give it more of a race day fit. And one benefit of the drop-in insole design is that, unlike the rest of the competition that tries to overstate and oversignal just how tall their shoes are, the Eliot Racer has more of an incognito look to it. There's a lot more foam and stack height than it seems. In total, there's 38 millimeters of stack height in the heel with a 7.5 millimeter drop for a total of 30.5 millimeters of stack height in the forefoot. And the total weight is 7.7 ounces or 218 grams. Tracksmith had a pair of the Eliot Racer for each of us, and later that afternoon, it would be time to head over to the track for our first test in the new shoes.
It is warm here in the afternoon, but we have made it to the track. We're gonna do a workout, testing out these new shoes.
You set my soul on fire.
All right. I'm supposed to do 1 mile warm up, and then 1K at 80%, which I don't know what that means, and then sets of 100s and 200s, and I don't know what speed. We'll see. We'll figure it out. First 1K, the only 1K of the workout that I complete. Just under 4 minutes. Nice. Whew. First 100 done, 100 jog, then a 200, and then I'll repeat the 1-2s 2 more times. They do their 100 meter recovery jog faster than I do. I need more time. Alright. Whew. 38 seconds. Well, last 200. Do a cool down and hit the hot tub. Good morning. It is a little bit after 8 a.m. Windy day here in Miami. Beautiful day on the beach. Let's go for a run. Just hit the 2 mile mark. Gonna turn it around. Easy pace, so on the way back.
Easy.
Yeah, easy.
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 It's 10,000 degrees.
It's only 70. It's warm though.
After the run, we got cleaned up, ate breakfast, and then piled into a shuttle. It was time to get on an airboat.
We have made it to Safari Park. It's about an hour drive outside of Miami. Let's go find some gators.
If you haven't been on one before, airboats are big fans hooked up to a small airplane engine and then strapped into a little dish of metal. You sit inside the little dish of metal and look for alligators. This is something that I've always wanted to do, so I was super excited to go for this ride.
We've made it to some open water, picking up speed. This is surprising. It's hot. It's very much. Nice breeze.
Even other alligators. The males are quite territorial, so they'll eat off their own offspring just to get rid of any future competition in the area. While the females are one of the only reptiles in the entire world that take care of the babies after they've been born.
All the animals are pretty chill. I can't imagine being out here and having these giant airboats by my house all the time. They're just hanging out.
There you go.
Drew is picking up some of the invasive species. helping with the habitat. Saw some turtles today, fish, cranes, no, not cranes, herons,
Piranha plant,
and crocodiles.
like right out of Mario.
Pretty good day.
Guys, whew, that was it for the airboat. Thank you. That was a lot of fun.
Just took care of business. Did about less than 10 minutes warm up, but it's super hot and humid today. It's like 70 degrees before the sun was even up. So I'm feeling warm enough. Went to the bathroom. That was number 2. And then just did some light drills. Did 1 stride. Felt amazing. So I thought I'm just gonna shut it down right there. Let it go, let it be. Had a good, really good stride. Felt really good on it. Tommie's finishing up a little bit more warm up. He wants to add some mileage to the day. Let's get lined up.
A lot of traffic.
The race plan for today was to run this race hard, although not exactly at a PR pace. Tommie agreed to pace me, and we started out hard.
I got it. I can do it. Oh, that time to go about a half mile ago. We're about 1.9. I went out way too fast. Just holding on for dear life now.
My official time for the race was 20:35, so not quite the A goal or the B goal I had in mind for the race, but I had fun out there, and I did get in a solid test of the shoes. I've still got a bit more testing I'd like to do before I put out my full thoughts on this shoe, and a separate review video will be coming soon.
It wasn't as competitive as last year, so it was a little more fun for me.
Yeah.
I still work hard, and then the last K I enjoyed it, had fun with it. This is my 4th time winning it.
Yeah.
Maybe hopefully one more. Let's see if I have help for next year to do it.
Yeah,
But it was
5x 5K, it has a nice ring to it.
fun. I know, right? And then I can be done with it.
Chatting with some people. People had some good races out there today. It was hot, humid, a lot of headwind, but people were in hard. It's a good day.
After the race, we collected everyone from the group and then jogged over for a cool down to breakfast. And then we had just enough time for one last quick dip in the ocean before we had to pack up and leave for home.